What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. If that's something you like to listen to, then we definitely welcome you to subscribe. Otherwise, you can support our channel if you just like, share, or comment right down below. It helps our content get out to a wider audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. Just as a reminder, we will be having our Credit to Cash Flow webinar tomorrow, July 3rd from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a link in the description for you to register if you're interested. We will be covering various different strategies in terms of how to monetize your credit accounts and credit data in order to generate income streams. If you aren't able to attend live, we will be having a recording sent out to all program participants shortly afterwards, so you won't get to miss out on all the great content that we're going to cover. For today's video, I have a special review. So one of the things that I've noticed that a lot of people like, and for good reason, is how to get access to cash credit without having to undergo a credit check. So I've gone through and I've actually covered some of this previously, but I wanted to compact all of this into one video. And I'm going to detail exactly how you're able to get over 10K in cash credit without having to undergo a credit check. And that's crucial. Now, take this with a grain of salt. All the different products and institutions that I'm going to be reviewing may not be available to everyone. So I'm not going to go into all the eligibility criteria when it comes to joining a particular institution or all the specific requirements. There are going to be some strings attached. Usually that's going to be the amount of time that you've actually been a member of that particular organization. So at a minimum, it's usually going to be about 90 days before these no credit check types of loans are available to you, sometimes even longer. Now, a lot of institutions have provided these types of, I guess you could say, like payday loan alternatives, as well as like fresh start loans or credit builder loans, where they're not actually checking your credit. So there's no hard inquiry on your credit. So that's a good thing, especially if you're someone who might, have some blemishes or, things that might prevent you from getting approved if they pull your credit. Another benefit to this too is you have an opportunity to build some internal data with an institution and actually show them that you're a much better borrower despite whatever your credit report might be showing. So you get an opportunity to perhaps get a loan and pay it back, and then later down the road bigger limits and bigger types of loans would open up for you, granted you repaid them on time. So to begin, I'm going to go over DCU. I did a video on this a couple months ago. DCU has a no credit check loan. After 30 days, you could borrow up to $1,000. After 180 days, you could borrow up to $2,000. And you can continue to borrow without a credit check if you're a member. So that's one of the perks. Even just if you just want to join, wait 30 days and take that out, and then later down the line you could maybe apply for a bigger loan. But yeah, up to $2,000 from DCU. SkyPoint Federal Credit Union, I did another video on this. They have a flex loan up to $1,000. I believe it's about 18%. They've waived the application fees due to COVID-19, so you don't have to pay any application fees. The interest rate is a little steep at 18%, but again, that's pretty much open to anyone who's been a member for at least 90 days. And they may want to see your paid stubs just to make sure that you have some income coming in. Next up, I'm going to go over Commonwealth One Credit Union or Federal Credit Union. They're based out of Virginia, smaller credit union. They have a credit builder loan that goes up to $1,000. Again, you have to be in good standing, and I believe you have to. I believe that's it. You guys can check the website. I'll put the link in the description, but you can get up to $1,000 there. So what? That's so far. That's 2,000 from DCU, 1,000 from SkyPoint, and 1,000 from Commonwealth One. So that's 4,000 so far. Next up, I'm going to go over Security Plus FCU. Now, that's a credit union based out of Maryland. However, there are ways to join even if you don't live in the area. They also have um, I guess, a credit builder, fresh start loan that goes up to $1,000. So that's another $1,000. Next up is Money One FCU, another Maryland based credit union. However, if you join their nonprofit, it's called Easter Seals, which is a nonprofit that's dedicated to individuals with disabilities. All you have to do is join that nonprofit, and then you can get entry into Money One Federal Credit Union. I actually like that name. So their credit builder loan goes up to $500. So unfortunately, it's not that much, but hey, it is something. I was going to leave this next one off because it's somewhat restrictive in terms of membership, and that's ECU Credit Union. They have a credit builder loan as well that goes up to $500. So I believe I want to say they're somewhere in Florida, but don't quote me on that. Next up is Connect FCU. They actually are based in Florida, and they're somewhat geographically restricted, so you have to check the website to see. But you can get a no credit check loan up to $1,200, so that's pretty good. And then I want to go over Michigan State Federal Credit Union. They have another credit builder loan that goes up to $1,000. Now, as a lot of you can see, it's pretty common. These loans are going to range anywhere from 500 all the way up to 2,000. So fairly low limits, but if you start to accumulate them, then they do add up. And then lastly, I wanted to go over BSE Credit Union, which is based in Ohio. They have a no credit check loan program where you can get a loan up to $2,000. And so just to recap, and we're going to add this up. And I guess I'm going to start from the bottom, right? From the lowest amount that you can get all the way up to the highest, right? So we have Money One FCU 500. We have ECU Credit Union 500, so that's 1,000. Security Plus, that's another 1,000, so we're at 2,000. DCU, another 2,000, so that's 4,000 total. Commonwealth One, 1,000. SkyPoint Federal Credit Union, 1,000, so that's 6,000 so far. And then we have Connect FCU, that's 1,200, so that's 7,200 so far. Michigan State FCU, that's another 1,000, so we're at 8,200. And then BSE Credit Union, another 2,000, so that's 10,200. So over $10,000 that you can get without a credit union. Now, again, everyone may not be eligible for every single credit union, but the majority of the ones listed are fairly open to anyone, or there's some type of way to get in, through other means, whether that's joining a nonprofit or a family member or a school affiliation. So I'm not going to go into all of that, but you guys can check it out. I have all the links in the description of the video. So again, if you and I know this isn't going to be applicable to everyone, all of the subscribers. Like, why would you go through all this hassle just to get access to possibly over $10,000? So for those of you who might have some credit issues, or you're looking for ways of being able to get access to something, in terms of cash funding without having to take on a hard inquiry, and if you are patient and willing to go through the process, then you could definitely check it out. But I just wanted to provide you guys with some valuable information, and you guys can run with it if you want. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to share. Just as a reminder, tomorrow we will be having our credit to cash flow webinar, so don't miss out on that. There's a link in the description for you guys to check out, and again, all the links to all of these credit unions we discussed are in the description of the video. And I guess let me just recap one last time. We got Security Plus FCU, Money One FCU, DCU, ECU, Commonwealth One, SkyPoint, Connect FCU, Michigan State FCU, and BSE Credit Union. So those are all of them. over 10,000 without a credit check. So definitely go check that out if you want to get that 10K without a credit check. And if there's anyone who has any experience with any of these credit unions, definitely let us know in the comment section right down below. Until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.